Hey everyone, my name is Tonya and I'm super excited to be joining the Pixie Dust Designs video design team today. I am so excited to be here and so excited to get to share with you the new part of the new Halloween release. Today I am working with the pumpkin mug from the new line, and this new line, the pumpkin mug itself features 14 dies. And they are super cute and so detailed. You will not want to wait to get your hands on these. I cut the die itself from about 6 different colors of cardstock, I believe. I wasn't really sure which direction I wanted to go. I settled on creating a witch from the mug. You can create a witch, a pumpkin. I suppose you could create a pirate because it does have a little eye patch. Obviously, it has the muffins, and then the cake pops also, and then it has a lot of little detail pieces like leaves, the little curlicues. It has a buckle for the witch's hat, and then a pumpkin face, a jack-o'-lantern face. What else? That's about it. Some leaves. So you can do a lot of different things with it. I cut it from some green cardstock. I'm going to make myself a witch. Little cute little witch mug, and I am using the other die cut pieces to help in my shading with my distress inks. And for the distress inks, I used, let's see here, I used Mowed Lawn, I used Villainous Potion, a tiny bit of Walnut Stain. I also used some, I guess, Mowed Lawn. So that was all the colors I used. And I'm using a detail blending brush. These are, I believe, makeup brushes. I get mine from Amazon. I love these for doing detailed ink blending. I think it's great to be able to get in there and get the detail shading in like small areas, and these are super helpful for doing that. And then using the die cut pieces also helps too. So you can add that and shade in smaller areas and things like that. So I'm just blending away on this hat, trying to give it a little bit more detail. The dies themselves cut these amazing embossed detail on them. So there's a lot of lines, so you know exactly where to place, like the buckle, for example, where to place the insert for the coffee, because it has a little, like an oval shape that you can place in the top part of the mug there. You can kind of see it up to the right. You can place like a piece of colored cardstock in there to represent coffee or tea. Whatever you want to do. I'm wondering if you could almost, I think it might be too small for that, but if you had some of the smaller, I don't know if they even make them, smaller gift cards, you might be able to actually slide a gift card into that slot. I did not try it myself, but I'm kind of thinking that you might be able to do that and make it into like a gift card, which would be kind of fun too. I really love this hat. I love it. When I was doing this set, I actually was channeling the Wicked musical, and I might have been singing the song Popular when I was doing it, because that's kind of what that's where I was going with this, with the green witch mug. So I wanted to add a little bit of dimension to the mug and give it a little bit of stability, I guess, or a little bit of like 3D sort of. So I cut some additional mugs from some darker green cardstock, and I'm just layering these up with some liquid glue. And then I'll place the lightest color one on top. For my background, I had a piece of cardstock that was Recollections die cut cardstock. It was a Halloween paper pack that came. I die cut that, and I sprayed it with Distress Mica stains in Hocus Pocus and Wicked Elixir. And I set that aside to dry while I worked on the rest of my mug. So I'm right now adding the face to my mug. I could have used the negative die cut and get the placement just right, but I didn't do that. But that's okay. I mean, I think, it's up to interpretation how you want to place your jack-o'-lantern face on your mug, and I think it turned out really cute. Her eyes are maybe a little bit too close together, but that's okay. It still looks really cute. So I am now going to work on adding a little bit of, I guess I'm working on my background. So for the background, I have a piece of cardstock that I'm going to cut down to A2 size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I believe this cardstock might be from Catherine Pooler, but I'm not entirely positive. I just pulled something out of my stash that I thought went well with the spider web. I thought it looked kind of cute. And for the spider web, I will end up cutting that down, so it will not be the entire background. I'm going to finish off my witch hat. I added the buckle and then a little gold buckle detail out of some iridescent cardstock. Set that aside to dry. And now I'm going to add, I use the curly cues that come with the die set. I think they're supposed to be like the vines for the pumpkin. I use those to create some cute little curly hair for the witch mug. I thought that would be kind of an interesting detail. So I cut several of those. I did some in like a dark gray for a little bit of a shadow effect, and then the rest in black, and then I did a couple of like a shiny black cardstock. And I'm just going to glue those on kind of in place under the edge where the hat will sort of hide the edges of those. I thought that was kind of cute. I don't think that's what they were intended for, but I'm like, oh, let's give her some hair. So I thought that was kind of fun, but I suppose you could use these for most anything. I don't know if that's what was originally intended for them, but kind of a fun detail. This set is just, I want to play with it. I need to make some more pumpkin mugs myself. I like the pumpkin topper that comes with it. I like the little cupcakes. The little cupcakes are very cute. The cake pops are very cute. So it's fun to create a Halloween style card using this little mug. And if you haven't seen the Pixie Dust Designs mugs, I really encourage you to head over to their website, www.pixiedustdesigns.com, and check out all of their mug sets. They have some adorable mug sets. They have some for Halloween, obviously. They have several that are releasing this month for Halloween. They also have some for Christmas that I believe came out last year, so there's a lot of fun things in the mug line. So I'm going to glue the last of my little curly cues in place here for the hair. I'm going to add my witch hat to the top. I used a little bit of liquid glue for that. And then I'm going to snip apart my background. I didn't want the spider web to be taking up the full background, so I just kind of drew some lines where I wanted to snip this apart so it's not, going to be the whole background. And then I'm just going to place that over my die cut cardstock. I am going to add a frame to this that is a glitter, made from glitter cardstock, because you can never have too much sparkle, in my opinion. Trying to decide my placement. And then I'm going to add a little bit darker green detail to the top of that cupcake. The cupcakes are really cute. The cake pops are really cute. I found it super helpful to have a crystal katana or some kind of like pickup tool to pick up those pieces and glue the face in place. I made 2 cake pops, a strawberry one and a chocolate one. I think Starbucks actually has cake pops, Halloween cake pops like this, so can't get enough of those. Love their cake pops. And then I'm going to glue that to the back of the cupcake. And then the second little cake pop is just going to be kind of laying on its side. Add a little bit of glue to the back of my spider web with my detail glue dispenser, which I love. I have a tendency to get glue everywhere. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of an over gluer, so I have to be careful. Add a little bit of weight to that, let it dry just a second, and then I will go ahead and add my frame on top with, again, a little bit of liquid glue. I thought the frame looked better than just having it open. I think it kind of finishes up the background a little bit better than just having the edge of the spider web there. Kind of makes it look more completed. And now I'm going to glue my witch down. I'm going to add a little bit of dimensional foam to my cupcake and my cake pop. This card is so cute. Super excited to be able to play with the set. Super excited to be part of the Pixie Dust Design teams. This is such a treat for me. And I wanted that cupcake to pop up off the card, so that's why I added the dimensional foam to the back of it. I had to do a little bit of surgery because the cake pop wasn't laying quite like it was supposed to, but I got it figured out in the end. Then for my sentiment, I am going to stamp the Witching You a Happy Halloween. This is from the Trick or Treaters stamp set from Pixie Dust Designs. This is another adorable stamp set, which you'll be seeing more of in my next video. I stamped that onto a tag die that I had from my stash, which it actually worked out perfectly. It's sized to fit it perfectly. I did that on some light gray cardstock, and I'm adding a little bit of Villainous Potion around the edges to kind of tie it in with my card. Again, using my little detail blending brushes here. Super handy. I am going to add a bow to this. I'm going to create my card base for my card. I cut that. It's an A2 card base. I did a side folding A2 card base, and there is my sentiment with the little bow. Just going to pop that up with a little bit of dimensional foam to finish off the card. I think it turned out super cute. This set is just adorable. I highly encourage you to get it and make some fun Halloween cards with this. Be sure you stop by Pixie Dust Designs and check out the entire new release for September. So many fun things to see, you don't want to miss it. Please be sure to click the like and hit that bell to be notified for all of my content. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful day.